Hey guys, this is Casey. Welcome to the Summerween collaboration. I'm your host. Thank you for joining us. Today I'm going to be making a Halloween piece for you guys. Summerween is Halloween in summer. I'm going to be using black diamond green apple, May Springs purple amethyst, May Springs royal gold, and a black liquid pigment. Okay, this is the mold I'm going to be using to create my piece. It is like a creepy hand, like a dragon hand. And it has a snake running up the side of it. I'm terrified of snakes, and of course I picked something with snakes on it to do. First I'm going to turn the mold inside out. And then I'm going to grab my gold mica pigment, the royal gold, and my brush. And I'm just going to take this brush and brush the snake part in gold. I'm just going to try to follow the lines of where the snake is at and try not to get the gold anywhere but where the snake's body's at. And try to cover the entire thing, brushing it back and forth to make sure that I really get that gold onto the mold. And you really want to burnish it on. Now I'm going to take my wet wipe and go around it and try to clean it up a little bit because that gold does fly everywhere. And I've missed a couple spots with the gold, so I'm going back in and I'm going to finish off its tail. Okay, now I'm going to go with the wet wipe and clean that area up and turn it back out. Now I'm going to mix up my mica pigments. I'm going to first mix up my black liquid pigment. I'm just going to put it in and let it set. It spreads out very well on its own. And then I'm going to put in my green mica pigment and mix it in. The green wasn't as green as I wanted it to be. It looked different in the bag, and as you can see I got some down into my black, but that won't matter later on because the black's just going to be pure black even with that little bit mixed in. But my green wasn't quite as I don't want bright green as I wanted it, but it's still a really pretty green, but it was more of a satin green. Okay, now I've got it mixed up, and I'm going to mix up my purple amethyst. The purple amethyst is from May Springs. I love May Springs pigments. They are absolutely gorgeous. I've yet to find one of their colors that I don't love. Every one of them I love in a different way. They have just beautiful pigments. And all mica pigments are a little hard to mix. It's better if you put the mica in the bottom of your cup and then pour your resin into it. I am using a 2-part bond craftor epoxy resin for this. Okay, I got that all mixed up. We're going to set it to the side. It looks more blue on camera, but I promise you it's very purple. Now I'm going to mix in the rest of this black. It's pretty much dispersed itself, but I'm going to mix it in anyways and get it really mixed in there because it was just floating across the top. It looked mixed, but it wasn't. Once I get that black mixed in really well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start pouring into my mold. Okay, where the fingertips of this mold are, I want them all to be black. I want the tips to be black, so I'm going to try to pour it into where I get all my tips, and then I'm going to smush it around to make sure I get rid of any air pockets. So that's what you're going to see me do here. I'm going to pick it up, and I'm just going to smush the feet, and I'm going to look and make sure that I've got all the toes, and I was missing one, so I'm going to pour some more black in to go into that toe and tilt it to the area I need it. Now that I've got my black in, I'm going to smush it in around it again, make sure I don't have any air pockets. And then after I get that done, I'm going to start layering my colors. I'm going to go black, purple, And then I'm going to go black again. And then I'm going to do the green, or green apple. And once I get the green apple in, I'll do black again. Every other color I'm doing black. I want this to be more black and spooky looking with just hints of purple and green. So I'm doing black in between every color. And plus I don't want the purple and green to merge because that would not make a pretty color. See, I about did it right here. I almost poured that green in. I said, nope, no. Let's throw in our black. I'm getting very low on my black, so I'm trying to be careful with it. But I'm going to go ahead and throw in some green and another layer of black. Now this mold is kind of wobbly. Once it starts getting full, it starts getting very wobbly. So you really want to prop it up against something. See how it just moved on me when I wiped it with the edge. It just barely touched it. So I'm going to end up getting the cup and putting a cup beside it to keep it from moving around and to level it out. Because without that cup, it wants to lean to one side. And it wasn't letting me fill it up to dome it or anything. It was just wanting to lean to one side, and one part was staying empty. And I checked my table, and my table was level. So it was the mold. See, it's so dangerous to move right here. It's so wobbly and so fragile. I almost dumped it, see? It's just very fragile right now, so I am going to get something, get a cup and put it up beside it. And I did spill a little bit, and I'm trying to pick it up before it gets out of the mold. And you can see me working with it, trying to level it out. But I can't get it to stay level. It was really hard to work with. But once I get this cup up here and underneath that edge propped up, it leveled it out perfectly. And now I'm going to fill it up the rest of the way. I'm going to put some more green in. Just to dome it. And then after I got that green in, I'm going to let it cure. And then 24 hours later, I'm ready to demold. And let's say this thing was a little tricky to get out because of the fingers. I didn't end up having to use alcohol or anything. It was just working the mold around the edges and finding the right way to pull it off. You just pull it up and then get it by the front where the candle holder is, and then work off the fingers one at a time. And that's what I did here. You can see me just working them off. And once I got that first finger off, I was good to go. Okay, now it's time to put in the magic ball. I didn't have a clear ball to use, so I decided to use a Christmas ornament, a plastic Christmas ornament that I had. And right now I'm just trying to show you guys what it looks like with the snakes and all the dragon skin, and it does have some little skulls down bottom that are melting, and they're pretty neat. Okay, but I am going to I want it to be holding a magic ball. I was going to put a candle in it, but I was like, I don't want to do a candle. I want to do something different. So I wanted to put in like a clear ball, and it resemble a magic ball, or a crystal ball. But I didn't have one, and I couldn't get it here in time if I ordered it. So I went with the silver sparkly one, and I think it works really well. I do wish it was a little bit bigger, but it worked for the purpose. And what I'm doing now is I'm mixing up my 2-part polyurethane resin by Specialty Resin Pro. I use this all the time, guys. It cures in 15 minutes. It is spectacular. It is tenable. It's one of the only tintable polyurethane resins on the market. But I'm just going to get it mixed up. Once I have it mixed up, I'm just going to take and pour the resin into the top part of this mold where the candle holder part would be. And then I'm going to move it over to the side. I'm going to set my ball hold down into the resin. And then I'm going to prop it up because it sits a little crooked. I'm going to prop it up with a stick underneath it. And just let this cure for 15 minutes. And once this is cured, I'm just going to show you guys some photos and let you guys see all the different parts of this and how cute it turned out. Very Halloweeny, very spooky. I absolutely adore it, other than the snake. But I do love it for Halloween. I think it fits right into spooky Halloween theme. And I hope you guys like this. I hope you enjoyed it. I rarely make stuff like this, but I thought it was really neat and really cute how it came out. I'm going to throw in some pictures, let you guys see it up close a little bit better. And I hope you guys have a great day and enjoy the Summerween collaboration. I appreciate everybody who joined in for the Summerween collaboration. And I cannot wait to watch all of their videos. And I know they're all going to do a spectacular job for you guys. And I hope you guys check out the playlist in the description box and join the Discord group as well. Hope to see you next time.